What is up, my tribal people? Welcome back to another episode clip of Pree Da Podcast. And just a reminder that these are only shortened clips, and if you want to listen to the full episode, make sure you click the first link in the description below, or alternatively, you can type in Pree Da Podcast on all your audio listening platforms. And if you want to keep up with what goes on behind the scenes, make sure you follow all our socials at Pree Da Podcast. And without further ado, I'll catch you guys on the other side.
The choir made me a better singer than I am today. That's what the choir did. I got to know the tenor, alto, soprano, and all sorts of notes, all sorts of keys. Got to know how to sing on key. Got to know how to do my to sing on points. Whenever any beat is being played, whenever any rhythm is being played, the choir taught me that. The choir improved my music talent. But in 2007, I discovered the talent. But in 2010, I sang my first song, which wasn't that really great. It was whack, my bro.
You are now listening to Pree Da Podcast with your host, Chior.
What is up, my people? Welcome back to Pree Da Podcast. And you guys already know what I'm going to say. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So we're trying to grow the community by sharing this to your friends and family. That goes a long way in helping us do that. Now, let's get into it. What is up, my people? Welcome back to your favorite podcast on the internet, Pree Da Podcast. I'm your host, Naija, and let's get into this special episode. Joining me all the way from Naija is my brother, Mr. KBKSTARBOI. And for those who don't know who he is a Nigerian vocalist. And the way we linked up was, remember Sarsley, a couple episodes ago? She mentioned that she, linked up with a Nigerian artist called KBKSTARBOI, and they did an EP together. And I listened to the EP, I thought it was fire. I thought his choruses and vocals were lit and super clean. So I thought, let me reach out to my Nigerian brethren and see what I go on. And now he's joining us today. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Good, my G. I'm good. How's the family?
Yeah, family's good. Family's good. We're living life. We're growing. I just had them over maybe a couple hours before. It's nice to see the fam, nice to link up. How about you? How's the start of your year been?
It's been good. It's been great. Thank God for life. Thank God for everything.
Like, one of the aims for this podcast was to reach out, because we're global now. We're international. It's one of them I want to reach out to people in different parts of the world. And I always wanted to get someone who's actually living in Nigeria, from Nigeria, born and bred Nigerian, because I'm Nigerian, but I only stayed there until I was 6, 7. Then that's when I, tailgated it and left and went to, the UK and started living my life there with my family. But I wanted to get someone's perspective on life in Naija. How is it? Because from my point of view, when I was growing up, all I hear about Nigeria is all the politics and all the tribalism and all the division. And, if you're living in the big cities, it's a struggle, it's a tussle, you have to fight. Is it actually like that? Or are there some good aspects that, people can embrace? It's not always, Nigerians are struggling and are having to fight. Let me know your perspective being on the ground.
From my perspective, you've said it all. But Nigeria is a great country. Like, when they mean great, the culture, the tradition is great. Being in this country has taught me manners, has taught me obedience, and has taught me to be wise, has taught me about life, and being an African man has taught me to be good always, because life is vanity. So the Nigerian life, the government are not good, but still we pray. Even though the country is not good, we'll survive through all the madness and all the, the ups and downs, all the struggles every day. We're still going to eat 3 square meal or more by God's grace. So what you've heard is the same thing, my brother. But Nigeria is a good country. The culture, the tradition is great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Like that's
It's
one
great. It's a
thing.
great country.
That's one thing I know, from just, living in a Nigerian household, that tradition and religion go hand in hand. They're like the two pillars of Nigerian culture. If you have your religion, your God, that's all you can count on. That's all you can, count on. You can't count on electricity. You can't count on fresh water all the time. You can't count on, having the essentials all the time. But if you have your faith, your family, and your traditions, that will, that goes a long way. And that's like the bare, quote unquote, the bare necessities that, we need. That's why when I came over to the UK and I was, going to school and going to university, and there was a level of quote unquote comfort. There was no electricity running out. Everyone's having to read in the dark with candle lights and having to manage the petrol because they have to fill up their, what's it called? The generators. And, also having to drive to work and stuff like that, taking public transport. There's a level of comfort over here that, for people,
it's not over here.
Yeah, it really isn't. It really isn't. It really isn't.
Yeah.
And when it comes to faith, you said that your journey started with your faith, starting to sing. You start to sing in the church. How did that happen?
Yeah, my bro. This is a life story most people don't know. In 2007, my mom and dad had issues. Married couples do have issues all the time. Mm-hmm. Nobody's perfect. No marriage is perfect. No relationship is perfect. They had issues. So my mom was this churchy kind of woman, and the best thing she could think of was to just take me and my bros, because I'm the second son. We have 4 boys. I'm the second guy. I had to just take the 4 of us in 2007 and took us to church for literally 3 days to start praying.
Okay.
And my dad, this, that. So in that church, being there for 3 days, I don't know what came over me. I can still remember. My brain is still, the memory is still fresh.
How old were you? How old were you at the time?
2007. I think I was like 10 or 11.
Okay. And that's not out of the ordinary for that age. That's not out of the ordinary in Nigeria. You go to church, like in the weekdays. Some people go in the morning.
No. You go every day.
Yeah, some people go every day. Yeah, like some people go every day. Every day was too much for me, but I know people. There's church services every day, so this isn't out of the ordinary. But continue.
So, as we went to church, I saw the set of drums, and I went there. I took up the drumsticks, and I started playing with it. I started singing, my bro. Like God literally gave me my destiny at that point, man. I discovered myself. I could sing 2007. I kept singing, keep singing people's songs. You know Sean Kingston's song?
Which one?
Way too girls. I wrote the song, like I did another version of the song, but in 2007, I didn't have the exposure of studio. So I was just singing it for my friends. In secondary school, I was just doing my thing. Until 2010, when I had the opportunity to enter a studio, and I recorded my first song with my bros, AY Flex and Rohim. So that was how the exposure started. And I started recording songs. I discovered that, wow, it's not easy to just create one song, man. You could sing, freestyle, but when you go to the studio, the tension of recording, of putting this on the headset and recording straight into the mic and following the beat, the rhythm, and the tempo is not easy. Like, it comes with a lot of work, my bro.
And like you said,
doing that.
You said like in the choir when you started singing, you said that the head of the choir was like, "Nah, you need to come and sing on a regular for us. You need to come." And then they said that's when they started to teach you like the fundamentals of.
But funny enough, I recorded my first song before the choir.
Oh, I swear.
But I started singing in church, but I wasn't in the choir yet.
Oh,
In
wow.
2007, I wasn't in the choir yet, but I could sing before I joined the choir. The choir made me a better singer than I am today. That's what the choir did. I got to know the tenor, alto, soprano, and all sorts of notes, all sorts of keys. Got to know how to sing on key. Got to know how to do my to sing on points. Whenever any beat is being played, whenever any rhythm is being played, the choir taught me that. The choir improved my music talent. But in 2007, I discovered the talent. But in 2010, I sang my first song, which wasn't that really great. It was whack, my bro.
Have you still got that?
Yeah. Now I broke the scene much. I broke it. I wasn't proud of it. I literally quit music that year.
No way.
I said I wasn't going to do music anymore. In 2012, I went back to the studio and I did this jam my dad paid for, and it was amazing. My dad was proud of me. He started calling people that he knows that are into showbiz. I was going to show. My brother was literally my manager from the onset.
Mm-hmm.
So he would drive my dad's car, take me to a show, stay overnight. We're just going to show around Lagos, He kept pushing his dreams until I was like, my bro was getting old. He can't be following me everywhere. And he's my elder brother. He can't be following me everywhere. So I had to become my own manager, become my own marketer, become my own promoter, become my own record label. So that's what I'm doing now. I have no manager. If you want to contact KBKSTARBOI, I'll answer you. Nobody's going to say KBKSTARBOI is busy at the moment. I'm still going to be the one that's going to answer you. So right now, I'm my own manager. I'm my own accountant. I'm my own promoter. I do all sorts of things right now. I even record myself these days. Give me the beats. Let me go and record myself. So I'm my everything, because I believe in my quiet time, I can create every great things I want to accomplish. So that's just my bro.
Yeah, that's it. So where did the name KBKSTARBOI come from? How did that start?
That's very funny, because I don't even really know. But there's one thing I remember for sure. My aspiration as a young kid then, we grew up watching JJ Okocha.
Yeah.
JJ Okocha,
Footballer.
Kanuanko, and all those guys then. So I wanted to become a footballer. That was my dream. That was all I saw myself doing. Like, I want to play football. Like, I went to all stadiums, all local stadiums. I bought football boot. I registered to enter Pepsi Academy, all those academy. But I couldn't, because my dad couldn't fund that, and he didn't see like me becoming a footballer.
What position did you play?
So I played number 7. I was a midfielder.
Okay.
So I remember one guy gave me KBK. My name is Kelly.
Yeah.
It was like, Coco Bobo. Say just the give us the pass, blah blah blah. So this guy is the important Bobo. Like, Coco means important.
Okay.
You understand? Coco means important. So he gave me Coco Bobo. Then do you know what I did? And I put Kelly. So what does that mean?
Kelly Coco.
KBK.
KBK.
Coco.
Okay.
Then Bobo is B. Then KBK. Then Kelly's. Then I joined everything.
Okay.
Abbreviation KBK.
So what about?
I was being KBK for a long while. I used that name for a long while. So I met this guy, Alvin. He's a cinematographer now in the studio. Was like learning sound engineering in the studio that time, in Zane studio. We used to do night section.
Okay.
So he used to like record me during night sessions. Then there was this thing he loved about me, that anytime I sing, I had this sweet melody, like whiskey.
Yeah.
So this guy just literally just gave me Starboy.
Yeah.
KBK Starboy. That was how the name came about. KBK Starboy. And I was like, she didn't want me. Which one be KBK Starboy? Now my name is KBK. So before you know it, I took the name, became global, KBK But so my one of my guys was like, no, don't use Y, use I.
Yeah.
For the boy. So that was how it came about.
Yeah. And because there's a lot of quote unquote star boys in the music industry. There's obviously Wizkid. There's also
and I must confess, so many times I've been asked to change the name. But I'm from a very religious family. My mom is a pastor. My dad, before he passed on, was a pastor. So that my mom literally prayed about the name and they said, it befits me. I should continue with the name.
Okay.
Because this name made me met Sazli. This name made me met a UK rapper, J Money. Made me met so many international people that I've never seen face to face. So, sometimes name is your destiny. Do you know that?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think the name has worked for me so far and I shouldn't change it. Someone literally gave me Kelly Kingen last year. Change it to Kelly Kingen. I was like, no, I'm going to continue with this name. This is what God has given me. I don't know how I came about it. People were just giving me Coco Babo. Then I wasn't satisfied with the Coco Babo. Then I had to like, oh, no, okay, my name now is Kelly Berry Kingen. Because as a young kid, my dad brought berries. No berries, right?
Yeah.
No berry fruit.
Yeah.
That fruit is very expensive in Nigeria, man. Very expensive. Like,
really?
You can't just go as an average Nigerian and just go and buy it. So I loved it when I heard it. The first time in my life. I said, I love this fruit. Like, I love berry. So I was like, yeah, I'm sweet like berry. My voice sweet like berry. My name is Kelly Berry.
Yeah.
Then I'm a king. Then I put Kingen. So that was, I changed it from Coco Bobo to Kelly Berry Kingen. Then Starboy. So Starboy.
Okay.
So if you ask me what's the meaning of KBK, it's Kelly Berry Kingen.
Wow, that's a journey. Like, because I understand, like, the importance of a name. Like, recently, names are becoming an important thing, and like you said, it sets you off on the right foot, and gives people an expectation or a picture of what they are likely to expect. So when someone sees KBK Starboy, they see the Starboy, so they might think, okay, this might be Afrobeats centric. So what would you say the genre of music you're in? Would you say it's definitely Afrobeats, or is it R&B as well? Because I feel like it's R&B and Afrobeats, like a fusion between them two. But like Afrobeats tends to be R&B adjacent with the melodies and the vocals.
To me, my bro, I don't think I have a genre. I've touched like most part of music. Rap, I think I've done some trap music, but I haven't released them yet. Watch out for my trap music. And I can rap as well, but I haven't dropped my rap music because my friends be laughing at me like, this is funny because they don't think I can rap that good. But I did nail beats. But to me, I think I'm doing Afro sounds. Anything that deals with Afro, Fuji, Amapiano, R&B, pop music, jazz music. So it's all Afro fusion.
Okay.
Afro sounds. Afro fusion. I think that's what I classify myself as.
Okay.
Afro fusion.
Okay, so just before we go on a break, where in Nigeria are you from? Is it Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Abraka? Where in particular is your family come from?
Nobody knows this, but this is that's why this is a podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. KBK Starboy don't live in Lagos. I live in Ogun State.
Okay.
I live in Akute, Ogun State. Inside Akimbo, Jalasco, Lambert area, Ogun State, E4. That's where I live. So from there I go to work to Keja, Lagos. That's how I push the struggle. It's like a straight bike, Okada. I can take a bike from Akute down to Bega. Bega is Lagos. So when I get to Bega, I can take a bus to Keja. So I don't live in Lagos because living in Lagos is very expensive. Renting a house in the Keja is quite expensive. So my family just resided at Ogun State because I grew up in Ojodu area as a kid. Ojodu now became very expensive for us. So my dad had to like bring us down to Akute in Ogun State, which is not really, it's like a bike, just a bike thing. In less than 20 minutes, already at Bega.
Oh, swear.
Lagos State.
That's pretty good.
So it's not like a bus traveling like that. So I've not mentioned this to anyone. People literally think I live in Lagos. I don't live in Lagos. Lagos is quite expensive and it's very rough. The Lagos life is very rough. Like waking up tomorrow being Monday, you have to wake up early because there's going to be a lot of traffic. You could get robbed, get kidnapped, get killed. So that's just a basic thing about Lagos. It's all crowded, like New York City.
Yeah. Like, it's difficult. Like, living in Nigeria can be difficult. But, like, diamonds are made out of carbon that's under pressure. And, you're Starboy, and, you're shining still. You're shining still. Keep on doing the good work. And trust me, people will hear you. And, this guy is literally... Once you listen to his music, he's going to become your favorite Afrobeat singer that you've never heard of before. As soon as you type his name in and you go to Spotify, you'll be looking at his list of songs and you should be playing on them because that's what I've been doing since.
Said I wake up every morning, pray to God that I'm fixing up. Hope I'm never slipping up. Hear the money calling, need my peace to start getting up. Feeling like I'm blessed, but it came with a bit of luck. Feeling like you stressed, then the tension starts to fill you up. Need an intermission, yeah, they ain't the same lane as us. Come from different sticks, yeah, they're not the same range as us. They cop the pleas and top of teas, they're not hitting range with us. Keep